Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 235. I got my coffee in my knitting Jedi mug, peppermint mocha creamer. And this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. First coffee of the day. Today is Friday, December 22nd, 2023, and it is 9:29 a.m. 9:30 a.m. A little late today. The kids have started yesterday was their last day of school, so they have no school today, so I slept in a little bit. Got up at 7 instead of 6, and I'm okay with that. That's good. I can get up at 7. 7 is not early for me. I can get up at 7. I am wearing this is my painting, I think it's Painting Waves by Stephen West. I know it's dark gray. It kind of looks black, but it's dark gray. I think that was a Lolo did it, and then this was a mini set from Hugh Loco. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like a rainbow speckly mini set. Beautiful. So that is the shawl that I'm wearing today. I got my Knitrovert shirt on. And my Christmas socks for today. I don't have them on yet. It is warm, guys. It is like, it's December. It's supposed to be freezing, but I will be wearing these later today. These are the West Yorkshire Spinners Nutcracker. I made these this year, or last month actually. Was it this month? I don't remember. I made these recently. So these are the Christmas socks I'll be wearing today. And I want to thank everybody for the well wishes on my last week episode. I am all better. By the time that published, I was pretty much fine. Monday I was maybe a little bit, but by Tuesday I was fine. So I am all good, all better. Yay. I will have all the show notes down there right below underneath the caption, or underneath the title. I don't know what you want to call it. I feel like this has been a new change that has been around a while, so you guys know. You click the more button, everything will drop down for you. I'll have links to where I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have my Ravelry group down there. I need to put in some threads, some chatter. So I need to put some chatter threads up because I think I've decided I'm going to do the Knit All the MCALs. It was going to be a year-long knit-along. And Knit All the Scraps. I think I'm just going to do a year long. I think I'm just going to do it. So that way we can all work on our blankets together. We can work on our advents. If you have an advent calendar and you found a pattern and you've opened all your minis and you're ready, I think we're just going to do it. Because you all know that I am the scrappy knitting queen. And I think this should be a year-long knit-along. And then maybe from either one, I will just randomly do patterns here and there. I think that's the plan. I don't know if a year-long knit-along will get stale by month 4, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think I will do that, and I will have those open. I would do that in my Ravelry group. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I need more coffee. So I'll try to have both of those, at least the chatter threads open by the 1st of January, hopefully. Cross your fingers. I will also have all the links to all the things, bags, patterns, yarns, all that good stuff. I have my reading and watching down there. I will talk about that today because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And I have a gift. I decided to open a gift early. I was going to wait, but it's okay. I waited a few days before I opened it. All right, I think that's my spiel. I think that's everything. I have 2 finished objects and 2 whips. And guess what? Guess what? They're all of. I mean, can you hear it? Can I? Yep. Mm-hmm. They're all socks. I am still riding. Not riding. I'm still driving the sock train. I'm just, ever since I started doing that heel flap and gusset, I'm like, I just want knit socks all the time. That will change here in a little bit. I do have a future cast on that is not socks. So all of my socks, I will have the pattern down below. I will have all my needles down below, but I'll say it real quick. They're all 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib, knit 2, purl 2 rib. Needles, Chiaogoo red lace needles, 32-inch cord. I do my magic loop. 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. And all of them are the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. All of that information will be down below if you missed it or if I talk too fast. So, are we ready? I think we're ready. All right, sock pair number 1, FO. I think I finished. Yep, I finished these first. I finished my Yarnable socks. Now, it's hard to tell. Maybe you can tell. This one is a lot darker than this one, but they are pretty close. I mean, in real life, you can tell. But I finished the Yarnable socks. I love these. Love them. Yeah, and that's it. Because I already sewed the needles. The colorway was called Frosty Fox. So that is that. I didn't use contrasting heels for these ones. I just did the whole sock. Done. And these ones, I showed you the yarn all caked up, and then I finished them. So you didn't even see them as a whip. Oh my. So these are the Doctor socks. This is Mustache Yarn, the Doctor. These were the Doctor Who socks that were wrapped up, and I'm like, I've been starting to watch the older Doctor Who's. I've been doing that for about like at least a month. I'm on the 2nd Doctor. They are all, the 1st through 7th, I think it's 7th Doctor, are on Tubi, which is a free streaming service. There is ads, but this is the only way I'm going to be able to watch it, so, because my husband will not get BritBox. Boo. So I am like watching Doctor Who like almost every day, at least a few episodes every day, because I have no idea how long it's going to be on Tubi. I know they cycle through stuff. It might be a year. I hope it's at least a year. I think I could finish it in a year. But the contrast I did contrast heels, and that is Lolo did it Folsom, I believe. I used that in my Stephen West, the mystery socks. I think that was leftovers. So yeah, here is the Doctor socks. There are 14 stripes for all 14 Doctors. I don't know which one is which. I probably should just email Mustache Yarn. I bet they could tell me. I found the picture of this colorway on their Instagram, and they said yellow was Jodie Foster. Not Foster. Jodie Whittaker. Wrong Jodie. So I know that one is the 14th Doctor. So I don't know if I can assume that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Don't know if that is the case. Maybe someday they'll probably redo this colorway in their shop, and I know in the listing it had all the colors and the Doctors. So if they ever put this in their shop again, I will hopefully like take a screenshot. I tried to look on my phone, and apparently my husband took all my old pictures off of my phone, so I only have last year's and this year's, so they're on the computer, and that makes it even 10 times more difficult to try to find it, because I don't even know if I took a screenshot of all the stripes in the doctors. I don't know if I did or not, so not worth my time. So hopefully Mustache Yarn will put this back in their shop, and then I will see that listing, and we will see. But love them. These are mine. The blue ones are probably for me too. I might wear them for a little bit, and then maybe my kids will want them at some point. I haven't had my older daughter try on the heel flap and gusset socks, because her shoe is like, she's pretty much the same shoe size as me. I think she's at 8 and I'm 8.5, so maybe she'll want those. I don't know. We'll see. All right, and that is all of my finished objects. And now we're going to go into whips, my sock whips. This is Stitching Plaza, my Grinch bag, candies. And this is my Freckled Whimsy Advent. I'm still chugging along, still doing the stripe a day. So I have 22 stripes done. So that means I have 2 more and toes, and theirs will be done. Hearth and Home is the name of this year. Oh, I love these. I thought about getting this on DK next year, but I don't know if I can get the full 24 stripes in my socks. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I mean, I love DK socks, but now that I do the heel flap and gusset, I'm going to have a hard time figuring out how many stripes for my foot versus my leg. Because I feel like if I do 12 for my leg, 12 is going to be too many for my foot. We will see. I don't know yet. Okay. I don't know if this will be a spoiler or not, but spoiler if you don't want to see. I feel like by this time you've all seen it. Doing them tandem. So I got 2 needles. And I was right at the brown stripe last week, so I did 6 more. I was a stripe ahead last episode, so that's why I only did 6 instead of 7. But there are 22 stripes. I got my heels in already. I did try them on. I think I will be able to do the 2 stripes, and I think they'll be big enough. It's cutting it really close. So this is another reason why it's like, maybe I don't want to do DK. Because 12 for the fingering weight, this is the 75-25 base. I can do 12 and 12, and it's perfect. So I will have a year to think about it. Yeah. I mean, I could, maybe I'll just do, I know it'll come with a mini, but maybe I'll just do the heels in the mini and do the whole sock. And won't do the cuff. But I do like the heels, toes, and cuffs in the mini. I don't know yet. That might be a next year's problem. But here we are. And those stitch markers are from Twin Mountain Handcrafts. Got a little winky snowman. And a little Christmas tree. These are like glitter. I don't know if you can see that. There's a glitter Christmas tree. So these will be done next episode. I plan on doing the stripes and probably, doing the toes on Christmas Eve, probably. I'm gonna try. At this point, I mean, they're like so close. I could finish these today if I wanted, but I'm gonna be good. So these will be done next week. And the heels and toes and cuffs are Lolo Did It Folsom. Same gray as those Doctor Who socks. And that is that whip. I'm gonna go through this fast. I'm going through this too fast. It's okay. I'm gonna be chatty because I'm feeling good and have a feeling I'm going to be chatting here because we have 2024 goals and planned projects, and we got a gift and reading and watching. This is 3 by the Seas. I bought this a long time ago. I think they have bags sometimes. It seems like every time I go check their website, they don't have any bags, so they might like sell out pretty quick. But I bought this like 3 years ago, maybe. It's been a long time. I mean, there isn't even a tag in here, so I don't know. I'm assuming now they do tags on their bags, but. And I was gonna cast these on Christmas Eve, but I didn't have any other socks. I finished my Doctor Who socks, and I'm like, I can't touch my freckled whimsy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cast these on. This is the Regia. The color is 03657. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people said this was Summer Nights, which is funny because a lot of people were knitting this like as a Christmas Eve cast on, probably like, I don't know, 2018 or something. And that's when I bought it. And it's been sitting in my stash ever since. And I am really kicking myself that I didn't knit these sooner because they are beautiful. And I bought 2 balls. I don't know if I told you that when I bought it. Or did I buy... No, I bought one. I bought one, and then like when I started making my mom socks, then I bought one for her. Something like that. I have 2 balls in my stash is what I'm trying to say. And I'm glad I did because I love this and I want these. But these are going to be for my mom. I decided to start my gift knitting because why not? For next year, right? I mean, it's December. My hair is really frizzy today. Squirrel. I think I got through a whole repeat, but I'm not sure. These are crazy. I love them so much. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. I got 50 rows. I'm probably going to do 10 more and then I'm going to measure it. I think it's at 5. I think it's at 5.5 inches right now. I like to do 6.5. So I think I'm going to do, I think 11 rows is an inch is my gauge for these. So I'm going to do 10 more rows, yeah, I'm going to do 10 more rows, I guess 9 more rows. I have 51 rows. Then I will measure it, and I did split this in half. So here's the cake. I split it in half. I have two balls. I do have the other one started, just the cuff. So I'm going to pull from the inside when I do my heel, I think. I don't mind doing that. I was thinking, I mean, I probably could get away with just doing it because this repeat is so long. So I don't know. We'll see where I'm at when I get to my heel. If I just go for it. Be less ends to weave in if I did that. We'll see. So here it is. I love it so much. The lighting is not the greatest today because it is so cloudy. I have all the lights on. I have my light on, so it's better, but so yep, these were going to be a Christmas Eve cast on, but you know what? I didn't want to wait 3 days to knit a sock because I finished those Doctor Who socks on, was it yesterday? No, it was Wednesday. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What am I supposed to work on? So I'm like, we'll just cast these on early. So maybe these will be a Christmas Eve cast off. So those are going to be for my mom. I know she'll like them. She likes teals and blues. And she likes the Regia. The Regia, the Opal, the West Yorkshire Spinners. Those are her favorites. And Patons. So yeah, I'm just going to get ahead on next year's Christmas Christmas presents. It's okay. I'm that person. I love knitting socks, and I have a bunch, so I might as well knit some for some people, right? All right, that is all of my whips and all of my finished objects. 2 socks and 2 sock whips. Let's see, what were we talking about? I guess we'll do reading and watching real fast, and then we'll talk about next cast-ons and gifts and goals. I don't know if you're interested in that stuff, but I will be real fast about reading and watching because it's not that much. I didn't talk about this last week, but it was in my show notes if you scroll down and looked at them. I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. Not this week, but last week, I think. And I started A Court of Mist and Fury. That is the second book in the series. I think I'm like 22% done. I want to read all of those books before the Fantasy Fangirls podcast does their deep dive, because there's going to be spoilers for the whole series. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish before they start, because I forgot that these books are, I think this one's like 600. And I think there's one that's really small, like a novella type thing. But I feel like the third and fourth one are like probably 600 to 800 pages. So maybe I'll just have to wait till I finish all of them. And then I'll just listen to their podcast. I don't think I'm going to be rereading them with them, because if I just finish them, I don't know if I want to go back. We'll see. So that is reading, watching. My husband and I finished. We started last week 6 Feet Under, season 1, and we finished it last night. So we finished that one. I vaguely remember watching this show, but I don't know if I finished it. I like it. It's good. It is not appropriate for children. It's like a really old show. It's like a early 2000 show. I think it ended in 2005. There was 5 seasons. So was that 2000 that came out? Wow. So it's an older show. But it's good. So we finished that. We're gonna switch to something else. I don't know what we're gonna watch yet. And that's on Netflix. And I am watching Doctor Who, of course. I finished season 4 of Doctor Who. That's the second Doctor. And I'm like really close to finishing season 5. I think I have like 3 or 4 episodes left. And then I have 1 more season, and then the second Doctor will be done. I love it. I'm loving it so much. I wish I could watch some today, but probably not gonna happen. My kids are off school for 2 weeks. My husband has this week off. He doesn't have to go back until, I think, the 2nd or 3rd of January. So once my husband goes back to work, I will be able to watch it. My kids might watch some of it with me, but that is that. And my husband and I watched the Wonder Woman 1984, which came out in 2020. If that makes sense. It was okay. I mean, it's a typical superhero movie. So that's reading and watching. All right. We're going to talk about dream cast-ons. I found this hilarious because I was talking about this last week, and I decided to grab all of my row 1 minis, and I put them in this bag. And I got my scissors. These are snaps. So I got my snips. And I put some split ring markers on there, and on a light bulb marker right on the clip there. So I decided I'm going to cast on the DK Weight Cozy Memories. Doing it. This is a stuck to my shawl here. This is a Della Q snap bag. I think these are on Jimmy Bean's wool, but I put all of my full row 1 minis all that were 10 grams. I am going to use, because this is what I have, these are signature needles. I bought these right when they were closing. I bought a 3 and a 4, but they didn't have 3s in stock, so they canceled that and refunded me. But they sent me the 4s. So I'm going to use 4s. I think it'll be okay. I know Kay used 5s for hers. But I have these. I'm going to use them. I think it'll be okay. So yeah, I have all of my row 1 minis. Full ones. I think I had 40. I have 40 that I haven't used. Yikes. So I'm going to be holding these double. I'm going to pull from the outside and the outside, inside and outside, and I'm pretty sure I'll have enough. So that is going to be my Christmas Eve cast on. I am all ready to go. And I think I'm just putting it in here for now. Oh, those snaps are so satisfying. Until my blanket gets big enough. Now, I'm going to use the Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. I'm going to do the 20 by 20 stitches. I'm going to do the same thing I do with my normal Cozy Memories blanket. I'm just going to use US 4s and fingering double. And we will see how big my squares are. I think Kay said her squares were like almost 4 by 4, 4 inches by 4 inches. So I'm guessing since I'm using a smaller needle, mine might be 3.5, maybe 3.5, somewhere around there. I don't know. Our gauges might be different, but I love this rainbow bag. So this, I think Amy from Happy Little Yarn. Amy, did you give me this bag last year? But now you got me, after I show my acquisitions, you got me a full matching set. I don't remember buying this. I remember thinking about buying this for you, and then I didn't. And then you bought it for me. So, this is going to get cast on. Yes, it's happening. I'm excited. Alright, now we're going to go into my gift from Amy from Happy Little Yarn. Oh, my foot really fell asleep. I feel like if you move it, it's like so tinkly. So here is the matching set of bags. I'm gonna take this stuff out. Look, I have a matching set. I have a matching set. Look at this. So now I could put the scissors in my stitch markers and this bag and stick it in here for a little. We'll see if I do that. But she got me matching bags. Love them. And then she got me more snips. Oh, I love these. These are my favorite. And I saw she bought some of these for herself, I believe. And they were hilarious, and I was gonna look them up and I forgot. They're little stitch stoppers. Let's put them in. I'm trying to do it in order here. We got rock. We got paper. And we got scissors. They're little stitch stoppers. I remember when she was showing these, I was like, I really thought there was going to be a middle finger one. But they're not. They're rock, paper, scissors. Or, you know, peace. Or, you know, this could be high five. High five. Well, this could be punch, but you know. Or, you know, like power to the people. I don't know. So she got me these. Cute. And there's 2 sets of each. So I could have 2 of each if I wanted. Or if they could match. That's what I'm trying to say. And then we got a work in progress book from Mandy, Mad Cow Mandy Designs. I'm listening, sorry. My children are home. My husband is home. So we have, all the pages are like this. You have your list of whips, and then you can have like what whips you're gonna work on each day. I think that's what that means. Love it. That's cute. And then she got me the mother load. Look at this. Look at these minis. I believe these are 5 grams each. These are Cuddle Bums. I'm thinking, I don't know, I forgot to mention in my Cozy Memories, I'm just going to use variegated speckle tonal yarns. I'm not going to do self-striping in it. So I was thinking maybe holding 2 colors together. I don't know if do I want to do marled inside there? I mean, some of these are really, really close together. Like, you probably won't be able to tell. So, I don't know. That was my thought of holding 2 together and putting them in my blanket. So maybe I'll have some marled ones. But there's a lot of colors there. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. So thank you, Amy. When I got that package in the mail, I was like squishing it, and I'm like, I don't think there's any yarn in there. That all feels hard. And then I'm like, there's the yarn. She knows that I don't buy myself a lot of yarn, mostly because of my budget. And I don't buy her yarn because she has all the yarn. That is why I make her socks. If you watch her Vlogmas, episode 20, Vlogmas day 20. That is the one where she shows all of the socks that I made her for her Christmas gift. Best episode ever. So, and she's Happy Little Yarn on YouTube. All right, that is the gift acquisitions. Yeah. All right. Goals. I have some. We're going to talk about 2024 goals. I might talk about them again next week because we still have one more episode before. One more episode in 2023, I believe. Yeah, I believe the 31st is on Sunday. So, like 28, 29 is Friday, one of those days. So there's still going to be one more episode in 2023, but I'm going to talk about briefly here for a little bit, just to make my podcast a little bit longer. Because last time it was like 33 minutes, and I'm like, ooh, that was really short. So, this year has been very, like, challenging. Well, not like challenging. It has been, I don't want to say difficult either. I can't think of the right word. Like, it seems like a lot of stuff happened with, like, the knitting community this year that, like really chiseled away at, like, killing my mojo, my knitting mojo. We had the Stephen West mystery knit along. That didn't help. We had the Knit Picks Felici going bye-bye. I feel like there was something else, but I don't know. But anyway. And then, like, this month, I have not been, like, feeling very, like, Christmassy. Like, I have 2 Advents, but I'm not showing them. I open them, but I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling overwhelmed with my stash, I think. Especially this month. I don't know what it is about I don't know why. I feel like I've been doing very good with my stash stats. I've been sharing those. I will share that my year end next episode, hopefully, or in my first January episode at least. But I've been doing very good. But I'm still feeling overwhelmed, so I'm going to try. I'm going to try my hardest. It seems like always, like when January starts, I am like, all right, I got this. I'm not going to buy yarn. I'm just going to buy, 2 or 3 things a month. It's going to go good. And then all of the advents start appearing. And then it all goes downhill from there. So I am going to attempt to keep my 2, I don't know if I mentioned this. I canceled one of my Freckled Whimsy clubs because 3 was too many. So I think I'll get 3 next time. I think. And then it'll be 2 on after that. I think. So I will have 2 Freckled Whimsy clubs. I'm going to keep my Yarnable. And I'm going to just do those per month. So 3 skeins per month. I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm going to try. And for my advents, I think I'm just going to get 2. I'm going to get the Freckled Whimsy one. And I think Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarns are going to be doing their last Harry Potter one. And I have to get the last one. Right? I did get an Opal one this year and last year. I don't think I'm going to get it again. I do love it, but I have not. I've made 1 pair of socks with it. So that is going to be my next cast on too. We're going to do some scrappy Opal socks. So I'm going to try to do, those 3 things, or those clubs and those advents, and try really not to buy anything else. And I'm also going to try to retrain my brain, this is going to be the challenge right here, because when things get stressful, I like to buy yarn. We all know this. Some of you are like that. So I'm going to try to retrain my brain. So if I'm feeling stressed, I am going to try to grab my DK Weight Cozy Memories to comfort me instead of buying yarn. I'm going to try. So that is the goal. I don't know how well it's going to work. We will see. I guess we'll see what 2024 might not be a good year. But I'm not going to talk about politics. I'm not going to talk about it, but it might not be a good year. But I'm going to try to stay positive, and I'm going to, work on this. Now, when I do a square and I see if 10 grams is enough, I think 10 grams is enough to get me a full square. I'm pretty sure I'll have extra, but I will go through my stash or my scraps and see what other 10 grams I can come up with. Also, that blanket, I don't think I'm going to do 500 squares. I think that's going to be way too much. So I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So I'm just going to do a row until I think it's long enough and go from there. I know my fingering weight one, I did 25 squares across. I don't think I'm going to do that. That might be way too big since my squares are bigger. So I will keep you reported when I figure out how wide I'm going to have it. So that is going to be my goal. I'm going to really try. Because if I just buy 3 skeins of yarn, you all know how much I knit my socks. I feel like I can keep up with my stash. And my clubs, I have the Christmassy club from Freckled Whimsy and the Harry Potter club. I think the Christmas one from now on, I'm just going to stash and keep it for November and December and just knit a bunch of Christmas socks. That is the goal. I was thinking about doing, like, knitting them as I got them, but I don't have any Christmas yarn in my stash. So I think I might just save them for later. That's the goal. So if I knit my Harry Potter club and my Yarnable, I'm pretty sure I can knit both of those in a month. I like to keep up with knitting the Yarnable in the month that I get it. I've been doing really well so far. If it comes to be like a tonal, I might just stash it and save it for like a shawl or something. But if it's variegated or speckled, I'm just gonna knit it. What else? I think that's it. I have enough yarn for 1, 2. My kids are really coughing and it's making me nervous because Christmas is coming. We were just sick. Anyway, I was digging through my stash and I have enough yarn for 3 mystery knit-alongs, not including the one that's coming up. I will be buying yarn for that too. I forgot that was part of my list. So if you are feeling overwhelmed but still want to buy yarn, I suggest maybe making a list of things that you really want and then trying to retrain your brain, like pick a project, like a blanket. I don't know, not everybody likes blankets. Also, I have noticed that in the past, like if I see some yarn and I'm like, ooh, pretty, I come up here and I look at my yarn. So if you see something, you can add it to your cart, but step away for a minute and go look at all of your yarn and go, I want to knit that instead. I want to knit some of that. Ooh, I've had that for 3 years. Maybe I should knit that. So that has helped in the past. And I'm not saying don't buy yarn because I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, yes, I have enough yarn to last me a year, but I can't do that. So that is my little TED talk about trying to buy less yarn. Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's goal is different. So I'm going to try to knit more out of my stash. And more scraps. I know I feel like I knit a lot of scrappy projects, but I feel like I need to knit more. So that's why the blankets are coming back. What else? Life stuff. We were all sick. I think we're getting better, but I don't know. Maybe we're not. Maybe somebody just still has a lingering cough. Let's see. We got a little bit of snow on Monday, and now it is all gone. That's the weather report. It is going to be 53 degrees on Christmas Day and on Christmas Eve. And I think on Christmas Day we're going to get rain. So, yeah, I'm not feeling the Christmas this year. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just overwhelmed. So, this is why I need to buy less yarn this year or next year. And focus. I mean, I don't know. It feels like I don't. A lot of you are like, you don't have a lot. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. I'm sure some people have a lot more, and there are people that have less than that. Yes. Also, the Advent skeins, the self-striping Advent skeins. I think I'm just gonna get one. I'm just gonna get Fraggle Flimsy next year. I don't think I mentioned that. I love the Cozy Knitter. I love the Woolens and Nosh. Woolens and Nosh was kind of pricey. That was like a one-time thing. And the Cozy Knitter, I'll see. If it's a fade, I'm not getting it. If she goes back to something different, maybe. I don't know. I think I overwhelmed myself with 3 this year, so I'm not doing that. That did not help. So, note to self, make it a list, and I'm going to try my best to stick to it. You know, birthdays come around, and I guess we'll just wait and see. My birthday's in August, so when we'll get to like June, we will see how I'm doing, and then we'll go from there. All right, I think that's it. This will be posted on Christmas, so if you're watching this on Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. That you were able to knit and it's not stressful. I'm feeling kind of stressed with the Christmas because of all of the sicknesses going around. I just got over it and I do not want to get sick again. in my you know, introverted self, I would just love to have Christmas at home by myself. Maybe not by myself, but just like with my family. I love my parents, but you know what? Sometimes I just want to stay at home. That's okay. We'll just try not to stress, and we're gonna work on this, right? We're just gonna work on this. All right, so I hope you're all doing well. I hope you got a lot of knitting done while you watched this. If you're watching this, I'm gonna post this on Monday, which is Christmas. So if you're watching on Christmas, you get brownie points for, you know, watching on Mondays. I know a lot of people get up really early, open presents, and then maybe after that you can chill and you can watch my episode and knit on something, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If you can't get it to on Monday and you watch it later in the week, that's fine. You don't have to watch it on Monday. But I know a lot of people are like, I need to see Lisa on Mondays. All right, we're going to end it here. 46 minutes. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them. And hopefully I will not get sick over Christmas. And I will see you next week. Bye.